Hello. So excited to be here today. Let me know who you are, where you're coming in from. If you're watching the replay, let me know that too, because I'd love to engage with you and, connect with you. So I have been struggling the last couple days, like really, really struggling with my depression. And I've kind of just gone a little missing, if you will. Um, I've been really worried a lot about a bunch of little things, and they've really led to my depression getting worse. So I've done some studying and researching on it to share with all of you because it's so important. One of the things that's got me worried, things that are out of my control. And when I started researching this, and then when I just started listening, because God sends me these different, when I just listen and just put my faith out there, answers always come back. And I had a friend share with me yesterday, it was one of my hard days. I still went to my Monday motivation, which I love doing. And we actually talked about worry and depression. So, what great timing is that? God's timing, right? And my friend John said that 85% of that which we worry about never happens anyways. And so I looked up those statistics, and turn up that's totally true. 85% of the things we worry about never happen. And then the 15% that does happen, like 87% of the people say that they learned a great lesson, or they got through it fine. So it's crazy. And I'm going to read you a quote at the end that is just, it was amazing and just really spoke to me last night. So I wanted to share that with you. But first, I wanted to talk about what was going on with me, because as I worried and it started to become excessive worry, uncontrollable, I couldn't turn off my mind, I couldn't turn off the worry, and it just exasperated my depression. Worrying is a natural response to stress, to uncertainty. I have a couple kids that just moved out last week, so I'm worried about them. I have another child, she's going through a divorce. So it's been, there's a lot of uncertainty in my life. Okay. And it just got to this intense worrying, negative thought patterns, feeling like I'm hopeless. And those are common symptoms of depression. If you know what I'm talking about, if you've been there, let me know in the comments. Let other people know that they're not alone. But one thing that I learned, when you're constantly worried, um, it's called rumination, okay, which I did not know. And that's like, rumination is a repeatedly focus on problems without finding solutions, okay? And rumination can fuel feelings of despair, feelings of helplessness, hopelessness, and those are characteristics of depression, okay? Excessive worrying can affect your sleep patterns, your appetite, your overall functioning, that can actually lead to further depression. And that is what was going on with me. It can affect brain chemistry. It can imbalance your neurotransmitters that are associated with mood regulation. So it increases our vulnerability to depression. So worrying is it's not useful at all, right? As I have found out over the last couple days, it really is a time suck for sure. Um, Worrying can, although it can be a contributing factor too of depression, it's not the sole cause. As we know, I've been talking about this for 3 weeks now about depression, but it can lead to worsening the depression. So I want to give you a few strategies, course, we always want solutions, right? To managing the worry and prevent it from leading to depression. And too bad I couldn't read this all before, right? Before I went through it. But sometimes we have to go through it to learn that lesson. Okay, number one, mindfulness and meditation. Um, it can be journaling, you can be focusing your attention on the here and now, whether instead of past events or worrying about the future. Hello, my sweet husband's on. Hello, Phil. And then meditation can also promote relaxation, reduce the intensity of the anxious thoughts. And although I was doing some of those, it did not seem to be helping because I was in that do loop of the worry. Okay. Of course, healthy lifestyle habits, making sure you're getting your sleep, your healthy food, your exercise, drinking your water, which when we are depressed, or at least when I am depressed, those things seem to go down the tubes, get pushed to the bottom. And those are the things that we need to keep up at the top so we can be our healthiest versions, right? The other thing, of course, talking to someone. And I have been talking. I went to my group yesterday. I talked to a couple friends. I've been talking to my husband. So talking to people and staying connected is very crucial. And I'm the queen of like pushing it away or hiding or whatever you want to say. I don't know if you're that way, but I'm that way. And I have to keep in mind to keep reaching out for that social support. And then anything that feels out of my control, I just have to let it go. And what I've been doing is I'm just giving it to God. Like I was going to my meeting yesterday, have all this worry, all of this helplessness, hopelessness. And I just turned down the radio and I just prayed, dear God, take it, take this feeling, take my stresses, take my worry. And just praying really, really helps me. And for you, it could be journaling. It could be, praying as well. It could be talking to a friend. Find what works for you to help you with that feeling of hopelessness. And remember, it's not always going to be the same. It's not always going to look the same. We're not always going to worry about the same things, right? But just try to keep some of those strategies in mind, and then try to keep that statistic that I talked about earlier. About 85% of the things that we worry about never even happen. So I read this quote last night, and it really, really, like I said, it spoke to me. And so it says, worrying is like praying for something you don't want to happen. Worrying is like praying for something that you don't want to happen. And the guy that said it, love this guy, Robert Downey Jr. And I don't know if you know a lot about Robert Downey Jr. or the Iron Man, but he has suffered his fair share of depression, drug addiction. So this to me, it just spoke volumes to me. It was like that it's right there. Worrying is like praying for something you don't want to happen. So why worry about it if 85% of the time it's not going to happen? And then if it does happen, we have a lesson to learn from that. So I have to keep that in mind. And then, so I hope that helped you today. I know it helped me to talk about it. I am wishing you all the best. I want you to know that you are not alone, that you are loved, and God always has you. So I hope you have a beautiful day. Again, drop me some comments below. Let me know if this gave you any value. Let me know if you have anything that you want me to talk about. And I will talk to you soon and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.